Hello, everyone. I'm delighted to welcome you all on behalf of Team Avatar and myavatar.com to the Diversity Mahotsav 2022. I am Dr. Hima Elizabeth Matthew, and I will be your host for today's evening. Before we begin, here are a few hygiene checks for a seamless virtual experience. Please close all other applications on your computer and log out from your organization's VPN to conserve internet bandwidth. We would like to thank our partners for Diversity Mahotsav, our featured partners, Kellogg Brown and Root Engineering and Construction India Private Limited and Saint Gobain India Private Limited. Our social media hashtags are hashtag Diversity Mahotsav 2022 and hashtag Celebrating Diversity. Do post your experience at Diversity Mahotsav on your social media handles with the hashtags. I would also like to inform you that all the Diversity Mahotsav episodes are being streamed live on our YouTube channels. Scan the QR code seen on your mobiles, laptops, or computers to watch the Diversity Mahotsav live on YouTube. Alternatively, you can go to the link that is visible on the screen, or you can also use the link that we have posted on the chat box. Celebrating diversity in the workplace should be about bringing the workforce together in a natural way, where they can celebrate, engage, and champion each other's uniqueness. Diversity in the workplace is all about empowering employees by respecting and embracing what makes them different in all the ways. It means appreciating and understanding one another by truly embracing the differences. Avatar, a pioneer in the field of diversity, equity, and inclusion, had the vision to see more women participate in the workforce. While we have expanded our impact across diversity strands to cover people with special needs, disabilities, LGBTQ+, to name a few, we have also recognized the need to mainstream discussions around diversity and inclusion. Let's listen from the founder, Dr. Soundarya Rajesh, on the vision of My Avatar.
I'm delighted to share that My Avatar is India's first and only portal to celebrate diversity. This means that we are a portal that addresses ourselves to different diversity talent pools, different underrepresented groups of talent like women, second career women, members of the LGBTQ community, persons with disability, veterans, and the silver generation. And what do we do at myavatar.com? First of all, we provide jobs from a whole host of organizations that are committed to diversity, equity, and inclusion. We also create experiences and opportunities for people to come in touch with each other to form communities. And finally, we also offer skilling programs to ensure that every individual who registers to myavatar.com has the opportunity to reach the fullest of their potential.
Diversity Mahotsav, the month-long celebration by myavatar.com, India's #1 diversity hiring portal, is a one-of-its-kind initiative. It aims to look for multi-pronged strategies to explore the world of opportunities out there for diverse groups. Diverse in its approach with experiential sessions, success stories, and skill-building workshops, it recognizes that one size doesn't fit all and that there is a need for different levels of intervention. And with the second successive edition of Diversity Mahotsav, we look forward to expanding our impact in celebrating your diversity. I, Hima, once again welcome you all on behalf of Team Avatar, India's premier diversity, equity, and inclusion solutions firm, and myavatar.com, India's only diversity hiring portal, to the Diversity Mahotsav. Let's celebrate ourselves. There used to be times when taking a break in the career for reasons known and unknown was considered professionals choosing to end their careers. Second career professionals or professionals on career breaks who were ready and intentional about making a career comeback were never welcomed in organizations. And in the year 2000, Dr. Soundarya Rajesh, founder president of Avatar, decided to bring about a change, not just in the minds of the organizations, but also to the women professionals on breaks, that a comeback is indeed possible by founding Avatar. 22 years later, Avatar is proud to have helped over 1 lakh women professionals make their career comeback after a break. Let's take a look at how we at Avatar began our journey and what it means to return to career.
Women have a lot of responsibilities, which may put their dreams on hold. You know, I've seen that we encourage women to have aspirations, but we fail to provide them with support when they want to pursue them. In fact, between the years 2004-2012, over 20 million Indian women were missing in the workplace, and this was a huge problem that we saw. And that's why Avatar was born, in order to connect the job-seeking woman professional and the employing organization so that together they would pursue a future of diversity, equity, and inclusion. So how do we do it? First of all, we profile the woman professional with over 166 data points that we collect from her. Next, we counsel her. We make sure that she understands what enablers have to be in place in order to pursue a successful career. And then we actually help her with upskilling opportunities. And next, we provide her with inputs on how she can ace that interview and actually get her career going. And finally, we connect her to genuinely inclusive organizations that are thrilled to be able to offer her an opportunity and make sure that she rises to the fullest of her potential. And this is something that we have been passionately pursuing ever since the advent of Avatar in the year 2000. And in that 1 year, we helped over 400 women re-enter the workplace. That number has today grown to over 1 lakh of women who have re-entered the workplace and reclaimed their career thanks to the efforts of Avatar. And you can do it in your workplace too. First, you will have to put in place a returnship program for women, which ensures that women who have taken career breaks are able to seamlessly move back into the workplace. Second, make sure that you offer flexibility and work from home options for the women, because that is a huge enabler of women's careers. And most importantly, create a culture of inclusivity and safety, and have policies whereby every woman professional brings her best self to the work and rises to the fullest of her potential. Because only when women have fair opportunities at the workplace can we achieve equality for all.
Powerful video, isn't it? And just to share a small trivia out of the video, the protagonist of that video is a second career woman herself. And I'm proud to call her my manager. Yeah. So we have all heard success stories regarding second careers and comebacks. However, transitioning back to work can be challenging, jarring, and overwhelming. So how can you make your transition an experience to remember? Our esteemed panelists, comprising men and women professionals who have made successful comebacks to their careers, will share their personal segueing stories. In today's panel discussion, we will hear from 4 such professionals who have made their career comebacks successfully. It is my pleasure to welcome Ms. Chitra Devi Ratnam, Project Manager at CTS, Ms. Amita Yeleti, Engineer at Carrier Technologies, Ms. Anjali Sharma, Business and Integration Architecture Senior Analyst at Accenture, and Mr. Javed Akhtar Mashruwala, Programmer Analyst, to this panel discussion on cracking the career breaks, the mother-father code. Welcome, dear panelists.
Hey.
So, hi everyone. Request you to all unmute yourselves. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, yes, thank you, Amita. So I have a few questions ready for this panel discussion. But before we begin that way, I have a confession to make. I am a second career woman myself. And before we get into those questions, I would like to introduce myself as a second career woman and give a brief about my journey so far. So I did my graduation, post-graduation, started my job as an HR, and then decided that research is more my forte and joined for a PhD program. I did my PhD from IIT Madras and I completed that in 2017. So then, due to the 3 M's, marriage, maternity, and motherhood, I had to take a break. And it was my personal choice to take a break. And although I planned the break to be a smaller one, it extended beyond what I had imagined. And I feel it is the universe conspiring and coming full circle that me, a second career woman, got into Avatar as a DEI professional, which works on second career women. So that's my story, and it's been wonderful so far. So my first question to all of you is to share your career journey so far. How did your career begin? Why did you decide to take a break? How did you decide to make a career comeback? And where are you currently? What do you do currently? So we can go one by one. Anybody can start and let this be a candid conversation. Yes.
Okay. Hi, Hema. Hi, I'm Chitra here.
Hi, Chitra.
Introduced by Hema. Oh, sorry. Please go. Your voice was broken in the middle.
So I hope you heard the question, Chitra. Just talk about your journey so far.
Yeah. My career started with the TCS Bangalore in year 2000, and I was successfully executing for a couple of years. And then I have worked in all the leading companies, MNC companies, like Infosys, HCL, and then MetLife Insurance, Phoenix Global Solutions, Bangalore. And after my marriage, and similarly, what you said, 3 M's, right? So after my marriage, I had a career break of 3 to 4 months to get settled down after the marriage. And then after a couple of years, I had a kid. And then my career had a break again there. So it was high time, like I have to travel on site, leaving my daughter, a small child. And then I finally decided, though I missed so many and I have sacrificed so many, I decided to quit for a while. And then I took a break at 2015. I took a break. I decided to take a break. Okay, it's now my time. I had to be with my kid for supporting at least her academic, and then where she is not performing well. So all that comes into my mind. Then I took a break at the year of 2015. And after 2015, through Avatar, I heard there were career comeback programs, and I was volunteered by them, and I appeared for interviews. And before that, I have to prepare myself to participate in the interviews, and then to understand it. Latest technologies. So I tried to learn latest technologies, and then I coped up with, and finally through placement in Cognizant.
Brilliant, wonderful to know that, Chitra. Thank you for sharing. And you actually answered a lot of my questions on the way when you explained your journey, but we'll delve into that deeper. Anybody else who would like to go next?
Yeah, Hima, I'll go next. So, hi everyone, this is me, Anjali Sharma. I possess 8 years of experience in various domains of industry and currently working with Accenture as a senior analyst. So, we are a family of three and we are staying in Mumbai. And I often say this, my daughter Shloka is my true inspiration. And the reason which I personally believe, guys, that I have always known that I wanted to go to work because I was quite confident and I was certain about that, that my daughter will always see me as a better mother in me if I'm doing the things that I am excited for, that I am passionate about. And always felt like, she shouldn't be like, mama, you don't do this like other women do, other my friends women, my friends mothers do. So, over the period of time I thought about it a lot, and then I said to my family that, what, I'm all up to restart or to reboot my career. And hence, like, my initial of my career journey has started in this way. And then I get in touch with this DigiPivot program, and I was a part of like batch 2021 of the digital marketing course that we have done. And during this transition and during this, like, I was all pregnant at that point of time. And my cohort, Bina, everyone has helped me out to, complete my course, complete my, digital marketing course certification, and transform me as a girl to a mother and to a career woman. So, like we talk, while we are like going to talk about it, Hima, I'll tell you more about my personal stories. But yeah,
Sure.
so this was all about it, and
Thank you.
hence that's how I have started. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that share, Anjali. And yes, looking forward to hear more from you regarding upskilling and a lot of other things. Amita, can I request you to go next?
Yeah, sure, Hima. Thanks for the opportunity. Yeah, as you said, Hima, I'm also a career restart woman who had taken a break for motherhood. See, coming to my education and all, I am the only girl child in my whole cousins and all who completed 10th standard and went beyond PG. So all other sisters and cousins were married by 15 years. So I used to fight with my parents like, you want to give me dowry, right? So please spend that money for my studies and all. I'll study and I'll get the job later. You can think of my marriage, and like that I used to convince my parents. So by the time of my marriage, I just finished my MCA from Andhra University College of Engineering in Vizag. So at that time, I just submitted my project and came back to my hometown, and my parents arranged this marriage and got married. Post having marriage, I attended around 12 interviews, literally. So after that, I have been placed by Cognizant Technology Solutions as programmer analyst trainee. So I started my career there. After working there around 3.5 years, I was a mother one child. Like I was mother of around 14 months child. At that time, my mother used to take care of my kid, but unfortunately, she had to undergo a surgery, so she couldn't take care of him. So I have to resign my job to take care of my kid as well as my mother. So it took as long as 7 years. So in the meantime, I had another pregnancy. Like we planned for another pregnancy, and now I'm mother of two kids. So for 7 years, I have worked for many other occupations. Like I worked as a data entry operator, as I worked as a customer service associate for Amazon. Now I tried multiple positions to support my family financially. Like recently this COVID happened, right in that time many opportunities opened, like work from home opportunities are opened. Like it enlightened my thoughts, like why can't I do that. So meanwhile I worked for a freelance company. Like I didn't take 1 rupee also just to gain experience. I worked for around 8 months, so it gave me confidence, like yes, I can work now. So like that I started thinking of restarting my career. So at that time the main challenge I faced was like I have attended few interviews before joining this company. Now I'm working for Career Technology Solutions. So before getting selected by this company, I went for an interview at Infosys, where the interviewer took around 40 minutes just to take confirmation from me, like, how can I believe that you don't resign again and you don't have other responsibilities that impact your career again. He asked the same questions back to back, like twisting and asking the same questions, like. So it was the really difficult situation for me. First of all, I have to upgrade myself for the trending technologies, and the second thing is I have to ensure that I have to gain belief from the interview that I don't resign again due to family responsibilities and all. So in the meantime, I request other to speak so that I can speak more in the coming time.
Thank you so much, Amita, for that very, very honest sharing of your experience. And from the way all of us were nodding our heads, we have all been there. So we were all nodding to whatever that you were saying. Taking career breaks is often considered something that is only for women, but we do have somebody of Mr. Javed here who will talk about how taking a career break or what is your journey of your career break and career return. Over to you, Mr. Javed.
Yeah, hello everyone. It's a very good opportunity to describe my things. This is an exceptional case. The women get chance to work again in the industry after their family concerns. So I have done MCA before joining the IT industry. I have more than 5 years of experience in as a Java developer. In 2017, I was working with Emphasis, and after that, I realized that my family and my father and mother, including my father and mother, cannot stay in two places. Like in my father and mother staying with in my native place, and I am staying in Pune. So I was feeling that I am missing something. So for taking care of my parents and taking care of my children, I took a break for few years, uh, and after that, after leaving the IT industry, I was staying in the my native place. Uh, so after few years, I heard that there is something going on after the pandemic, work from home. So I started again to look into the IT company to join again. Uh, so so the Avatar provided me this golden opportunity to work with, and I can take care of my both family and my elder my parents.
Thank you so much, Javed. Thank you for bringing out this very important point that caregiving is not just for women. So elder caregiving responsibilities is one something that, irrespective of gender, that we should all take up. Thank you for sharing. My next question is something that all of you have answered in bits and pieces through the last question. But what were the challenges that you faced when you decided to make that career comeback? When you're on a break, there is a whole lot of the challenges differently. But when you decide, okay, I need to enter the workplace, so what were the challenges? It could be professional challenges, or it could be personal challenges as well. So like caregiving or something of that sort. So could you say what were the exact personal or professional challenges that you faced when you decided to make that career comeback? Chitra, can I ask you to go first?
Yeah, sure. Uh, Say, I told you, like, when I decided to take a break, it was basically for my daughter's education. at that moment when she was not performing well because the grandparents were unable to support her in the academics, not for the taking care of things. Taking care was being done very well, but the academic support or the educational side, they were unable to support. And that's where the performances have come down. So I decided to take a break. But now, after giving a moral support, I could see myself as a very good supporter for my daughter, and now she is one of the toppers. I'm so happy that okay, I have spent some time with her. And at the side of career, maybe I have a break, but I'm happy that she is performing well now, and I was able to make her achieve that success. So that is one of the factor. Okay, now my daughter is in 12th grade and she does not need my support, and that's where I decided, okay, now she is all alone and she was able to manage herself. And she being the topper, she has guided me, why don't you join the career back now, why don't you start your career again, mommy, like that she was insisting me. And that was the first initiative where I started, okay, let me have to come back and I should prove myself again back, that I'm able to exhibit my talents again, once again. Though I was performing in senior roles and in the delivery leadership, after 6 years of my break, I was thinking, will I be able to take up the same position and challenges again? Because the market trend has changed, and should I need to improve myself in learning? Then I did my certifications, which were active. I started making that as active certifications. So I did so many courses to make that certifications active. And then I took all the seminars from the forums. And then I tried to Google many new concepts and I tried to learn myself. And that's where Avatar had given me that opportunity to, why don't you take an interview and participate yourself? There is a role open with TTS. And not only that, I had my husband as a moral support to me. Like during the lockdown times, he was driving the show from my home. I used to listen to how he is driving the meetings, and he is playing one of the senior role in his organization. So I used to observe, and why not we do the same thing? That is being an inspiration. Like I need to learn something from him. So I used to, after all my work in a day-to-day activity, I used to observe how he is making it up, how he is involving, and certain technologies I have learned from him on the go, making use of his official, I should not say this, but he was indirectly helping me to understand the technology, what he is doing in his organization. So it was a moral support for me. And that's how I tried to overcome the challenges. So I started learning from Google. I did so many YouTube reading websites were there with respect to the technology. So I learned that and I made the certification active by going through all the seminars. So those were all my initiatives that I took, and those were all my challenges actually after doing all my work at home, and I planned myself to build up my career again.
Thank you, Sridevi. Thank you so much. Again, you talked about how you overcome those challenges as well. You have given exact pointers and steps to all those participants who are listening, our audience. They will be taking notes to what you just said. I'm sure of it. Yes, over to you, Anjali. What were the challenges that were unique? And again, I would like you to speak from the DigiPipit perspectives as well. So what were the challenges? How did you overcome them?
Yes. So Hema, my journey was started when I was pregnant. So it was a difficult journey. So there were three incidents which has made me really stronger. So firstly, in 2021, when I was actually 4 months pregnant, and I got a call from my company's manager. I was working for a startup company at that point of time, and she called me and she said, Anjali, the company is not in a good shape. And and also, see, you are also pregnant, and I think it's a good time for you to take some rest, and when you are all up, then you can just come back. I was like, I understood. And at that point of time, I was with my husband and we were going for a normal visit to the doctor. I just dropped 2 tears at that point of time, hanged up the call. And I said, okay, maybe something better is waiting for me. Let's finish our visit and let's come back. In a month or so, I got a call from DigiPivot saying that such and such initiative has started by Google. And, why don't you enroll yourself for this very program? I prepared for that exam. I cracked it. Cracked the interview. One sudden day, I got a call from Sri Devi that Anjali, you are selected. That very moment has in itself has motivated me. At that point of time, I was all 5 months pregnant, a baby inside me. Mama must be very happy that mama is really doing something good. And I said, yes, let me just enroll myself to it. I was a part of this entire journey. And due to some issues, what has happened is like the program got extended, but I'm a completely the part of all the case study discussions that we used to have, all the chats that the cohort used to have with each other. And my C-section was planned next day, and I was on the other a day prior to my C-section. We were like solving the case study. Can you just imagine my journey, my 4 months journey? I was like, DG Pivot has simplified it a lot that I don't even remember that I'm a prego of like 8-9 months already, but I'm solving the case study, and I was so enjoying my journey. It was such a happy journey. And now I'm like a mother altogether. And one sudden day, I have to meet my mentor. I said, I'm not ready. It's been 15 days, those sleepless nights. And you know what? And all I have to say, Hima, here, a good quotation that I have written here that, 9 months of wait, hours of labor pain, and hundreds of sleepless nights, and a mother was born. Okay. After all these things, a mother was born, and she is ready. She's up and ready to go and attend, the any kind of course or any kind of certification. That kind of confidence I was having, that kind of zeal I was having in myself. No, I'm not going to sit. I'm going to learn whatever the time will be. And I was having a bad hair day. I was nursing my baby, and I'm all up to meet my mentor from Google. She was like, Anjali, are you all okay? Are you not feeling well? Among those 4 5 people, I was like all undressed. I said, yes, I am just 15 days old mother, but I'm ready to discuss my career aspiration with you. She was so happy. That kind of motivation has come from who? Bina. If you are there, Bina, she was the one just prior to that call. I told Bina, I cannot be the part of this journey. It is overwhelming for me. My family is saying, please chuck this up. You have a baby to take care of. Just leave all these things and focus on the baby. But I'm really glad I have such cohort. I have Bina with me who just helped me to upskill myself. And that particular upskill has helped me to crack a job in just 4 months, Hima. I was all ready to prepare for myself for the up Accenture, interview. And my boss was so glad by seeing that confidence that yes, she's a woman like who really wanted to come back. And that comeback always require a kind of energy or strength or motivation. And I really feel, women who really wanted to come back in their own journey, the motivation should come from inside, right? There will be people, we belong to, that's a very sad thing, we belong to a culture, a root culture, where people say that our core responsibility is the baby and the house and the husband and the family and everyone. I totally understand that, and I'm trying to be doing best over there. But yes, what about us? So a little more time, you should think about yourself. That's a key takeaway. Think about yourself, ask people for the help, discuss things with your cohort or the friends and family. And yeah, that's how you prepare yourself. So that's how I have overcome all the challenges, Hima. Yeah, over to
Thank
you.
you, Anjali. It was wonderful listening to that inspirational story. And I'm sure Bina is there among the audience and she'll be teary eyed right now. I know, I can see her getting teary eyed. So, yes, Amrita, over to you. What were the challenges that you faced?
Yeah, Himant, the first challenge I faced was getting opportunity. See, as I said earlier, I have attended an interview for Infosys where the person is quite, he didn't go to the technical question anyway. For the first 40 minutes, he was consistently asking me, like, insisting me, uh, can I, uh, can I have belief on you, or else can I believe you? where is my belief? Like, how can I believe that you are going to stay with us back again? How can I how can I believe you? Like that it happened for 40 minutes. It really so I really vexed with that interview. Like, is there any opportunity like for a woman who wants to start career again? At that time I decided to go to Amirpet, and I have spoken to those persons, and I was ready to pay around for 25,000 rupees to upgrade my skills and all of a sudden I received a call from Sarita from Avatar. So she said like so and so, we are from this non-profit organization where we want to help the women who wants to restart their career and all. So I said okay. Earlier first I thought like it is a fake call, like they are going to ask me money and all. Later I searched in the Google, and later I came to know about Sandhya Rajesh, and then I shared my profile with that person, Sarita. At the moment I spoke with Sarita was really, I felt very positive feeling, like because no one else supported me at that time. Like everyone is telling like you have two kids and you have other responsibilities at home. My mother is not as healthy as other mothers, so I need to take care of my mother. She underwent around 7 surgeries till now. So whenever is required, I need to there to support her. Everyone else is to tell the same. Like, but in my mind, I always question myself like if a man can work after marriage, why can't a
You are on mute, Amita. You just went on mute.
of country, or for why can't I add value in another way into my family? So these are the questions that I always struggle with. So at that time I decided to give, I started brushing up my skills, like all basics. I started brushing up all my basic skills. So I was ready with my basic skills. I thought of giving interviews parallelly by preparing. So I was preparing parallelly and giving interviews. At that time I received call from Carrier. So for every each and before each and every round I received a call from Sarita, and she used to um, encourage me like anything, just like my sister, like, dear, you are going to do it very good. I know, I believe you, like that. She used to pat me on my back, and she used to encourage me. So I'm really thankful to Avatar for giving me this opportunity to get a call from Carrier. This company is very good company, so I don't want to take much of your time. So I just want to tell you, have confidence. First of all, have ambition that I need to work for myself, not for others, not for anything. Not, I have passion to work. That is the reason. No other challenge is a big challenge for me. That's what I'm doing.
Thank you, Amita, for that. And you gave solutions as well. So these are the challenges, these are the solutions. So a very clear flow chart and algorithm for people who are looking for a career comeback. Also, I would like to just mention that you can feel comfortable in speaking in any language that you can. आप लोग हिंदी में भी बात कर सकते हो. I can manage Hindi, and so anything that you're comfortable in. Yes, over to you, Javed. What were your set of challenges? I'm sure it will be different from whatever that we have shared till now. Eagerly looking forward. Yes.
It's very tough. Taking a break means going from a good job to zero. I mean, after leaving the job and Pune, I went to my native place where I have to start from zero. Means I didn't have to anything to means in hand at that time. So I started to teaching in a school where I teach the IT as a subject for middle class school, and there I was working with no with without any earning. After that, uh, means I was hired. I was hired say, on 20,000 per month in that school. So after 1 and 2 years, pandemic came. So it was very difficult to means running your family and looking after your parents in such a very small salary. So again, I heard that in the market, in the IT industry, the professionals are working from their homes and opportunity. But in my case, almost 2 to 3 years has been passed, and I was looking again with half-hearted, not full. Means, it's a dream. It's a dream like after 5 years, companies hire you, and once again uh, uh, you become a IT professional. So uh, I was brushing up my skills and technologies and whatever doing right now. According to that, I was means for getting a chance for a single interview. Uh, I try very hard for single interview, but after that, Avatar came in my life as a what I say, uh, and it provides me this golden opportunity again.
Thank you, Javed. And I'm sure when we heard your stories, we feel that people on breaks, the story is not very different, irrespective of your gender, whether you be a man or a woman. If you're on a break and then you're looking for a comeback, the struggles, the challenges that we face are almost very, very similar. My next question is slightly more related to your personal front. So when any professional makes a career comeback, they have to be provided with a lot of support. And we generally hear a lot of support that is provided by the organizations, by the managers, by the team. Something that often gets unnoticed is how the family, how the partner supports when somebody is looking for a career comeback. Chitra very rightly shared initially itself how her husband helped her out. So I would like to hear from all of you regarding what is the exact support that you received from not just from your husband or your partner, but along with that, how did the entire family support you in going for returning to your careers? Yes, Chitra.
Okay. So given a thought, like my mom was working. She was a government employee until 58. She was working, and then after her retirement, she is now around taking rest. So she used to ask me, when I work till 58, why did you take a break? So this word always wounds me so many times, because when our parents are capable of handling things till 58 with a job, and why are we unable to do that at this point? Because the work timing, that is very different from what they had and what we had in the IT, because never in the IT professional we cannot get up by 5 o'clock, and then so we cannot just walk out, okay, I have my family, I need to take care. We are not supposed to say that, and we cannot even say, because we are in a responsible position in the company as well. So company have to support, as well as so that's one of the uh, word that my mom told, okay, I need to work till my 58, let me also try that. So that is one aspiration that I took from my mom. That is one way. So my mom was like a career oriented woman. She wanted me to not quit just like that and sit at home. Why don't you move ahead in the career? So that is one support that I got from my mom, and she encouraged me that way. So that words kept on in my mind, like I need to again look for my career back. Okay, let me have a word with my family. So that's where I was talking to my daughter, and okay, my mom is saying that, what do you feel if I go, will you be able to manage? Like, so we all were having that decision making. It was tough time for the family. Okay, if you are going, we all will be supporting in other, one or other way, everybody will be supporting. So that's how I got my support from my daughter, first of all, because I need to convince her. That's where she is getting more impacted than everybody. And she had given me a go ahead for that. And my mom was an encouraging factor. And my husband, of course, before getting into the organization, you need to learn the technologies. Only then you will be able to sustain in your role or whatever the role you are taking up. So he used to give me a transition at home about the latest technologies. So the support not only from my husband, my family, or my mom or my daughter, but at the organization also, we had the training programs. In the organization, soon after we joined, we had 3 months of literal training from the training department, like each and every technology, right from the basics. When I started my career, what was the technology that I was working from that day onwards till date, whatever the latest technologies, they covered almost all the, like we need to brush up our skill, and we also had the on-job training as well. So we were a part of the ongoing project for a couple of weeks, and we observed how they are taking up the calls, how they are performing. So those things have been observed, and we had a mentor-mentee connect sessions for this with respect to this program. So in that, a mentor is dedicatedly available for us, and he used to address all our queries, even if it is silly. Maybe we are having that career break in the latest technology, we may not be up to the standards. So if we ask any questions or clarifications, they were open enough to help and rectify it every now and then. They never felt like we are disturbance to them. So that was one encouraging factor. We never had like a negative opinion from anybody, and everybody was supporting this cohort program. The HR team or the L&D team or the PMO team, every now and then they will come and check with us the status. Hey, where are you? Are you stuck up anywhere? Are you able to understand the concepts, whatever have been taught in the training program? Was it being useful? And then they gave the case studies for us to the assessment. So how are we going to solve the case studies? Whether are we in line with the current trends, whether are we in line with the subject knowledge? So everything was assessed indirectly, not directly. It was like 3 months was like an interview kind of thing for us. So the organization has been very supportive for us to come back, and the managers were phenomenal in providing their support as and when required, and the departments inside the organization were vigorously checking on the status and updates, whether are we able to keep up, are we stuck up anywhere. So there are some other external supports that we got from, not only from the family side, from the organization, from the mentor-mentee connect session for the project manager side. So everywhere the support was there. It was really overwhelming. So that's how the support I've got from.
Wonderful to know that, Chitra. Wonderful to know that there were so many hands to handhold you and take that step towards your career return. Anjali, I'm sure the support that you would have required, since you were a new young mother who stepped into the corporate world. So what was the support from your family in that matter? You did mention a little bit about giving priority towards your responsibility towards your child, but how did things turn around? How was the support?
Hima, see, we are a nuclear family. Me, my husband, and daughter. We three of us stay here in Mumbai. So I put a proposal to my husband, and this is very funny. Okay. I told him, see, God has made women as an incubator. Whatever you will give to a woman, they will multiply it and then they will give you. If you will give 10,000 rupees to me monthly, I will, what I will do, I'll jodify it and then I'll give you 30,000 in a month. Okay. Or in a year or some 2-3 months. Similarly, if you are like, going to give some grocery item, I will give you food out of it. So we are the incubator, right? And now if you are going to give me stress, I will multiply it, I'll give it back to you. Okay. So now decision is yours. If you want me to, invest myself somewhere else, you are giving me monthly 10,000 rupees. I will earn more than that, right? Why don't you hire a 10,000 rupees nanny who will take care of our baby, and I will earn more than that and give you? He liked the proposal. You know what, Hima? He liked the proposal and he said,
nobody can say no to that. Yes, yes.
He said, he's such a nice person, actually, Hima, to be very, let's just jokes apart. He really trusts me over there. And he said, yes, I think you can manage both. and you can be a good professional and also a good mother. I totally trust you. Okay, it's absolutely your choice. Whatever help you require, be there. So he was one sole supporter for me, despite of my parents. They, there's often saying, uh, in Hindi, that if people who knows Hindi, that तुम पैदा कर लो हम संभाल लेंगे. So I really search for them. Where are those parents have went? They never turned up. They came for like 1 or 2 months initially, and then they never showed their faces. They are always on calls. Dada, dadi, nana, nani, if they're listening, me so sorry. But yes, so it's my husband who supported me throughout this journey, Hema.
Great to know that. Great to know that, Anjali.
Yeah.
So yes, over to you, Amita. You did mention that you had additional caregiving responsibilities. You had your mother falling ill and a lot of other challenges on the personal front. So how did your family support you in overcoming all these things?
So I always think like women are not less than CPUs computers. So I think they're utilizing for very less purposes. Like only for cooking or household chores is not enough for me. So I always show to my family like I finish every single work on time and I used to sit idle. Likewise, I have shown to my husband that yes, this is not me. I can do better than this. As I said earlier, I worked for Amazon for around 4 months as a customer service associate. At that time, also he has observed me like from the from the what do you say, very near, like my talent, my skills. They are very well known to him. So he started thinking like, yes, she's able to manage family as well as job. At that time, he encouraged me, okay, go ahead and go for your trials and all. So he took me to that institution and all. So likewise, he started convincing first. Later, my mother-in-law, she observed my skills and she said like, yes, she can manage both at a time. And she started encouraging. And now my mother is doing fine. She's doing all her work by herself. So she's there, she's staying at her place. So initially I thought I have to work from home. But when I got selected, right, they said it is a hybrid mode. So there started the problem. How can I manage my two kids who are coming home by 4 o'clock, and I have to be here in office between 9 to 5? So we started thinking like my husband has to go to office for 1 day in a week. I have to go to office uh, 4 days in a week. So I can stay at home 1 day. So we started like that. But in the meantime, you all know that problems come in between, like I may fall sick, or my kids may fall sick, like that. So many situations came. But yes, family has supported. Like my mother-in-law, all are very supportive now. Earlier we didn't expect them to come and help us. Now they are staying back to back. Like, yes, I'll stay for first 20 days. The next 20 days you come and stay. And they both are talking to each other, and they are supporting like that. So I'm getting so much of help from my personal side. Coming to my office, so when I joined this company, there is no thing like freshers has to go from these training classes, or else career restart persons has to go from these career training perspectives and all. So I met my director. He said only one point: just take out the thought of restarting from your mind. Just start very freshly. Like, this is my new challenge. Every day I get new challenge, and believe me, I have great collaboration, team collaboration here. Every time I go on, I ask very silly questions and I ask very serious questions and all. So there are so many people who support me here. So by God's grace, I have avatar, I have career, I have good family. So this is a complete circle in my life. So there's no point of regretting. So I'm facing challenges with all my skills and confidence. That is what I can say.
Thank you, Amita. Thank you for giving us a very clear calendar break as to how to make things work when you have two people working in home. Javed, in terms of the question for you, my question is, how did your family react when you decided that I'm going to quit my job? I'm going to take care of you. What was their reaction to that?
Actually, my wife staying with me in Pune with family, so she is very supportive. First person, you won't believe that. And any wife who doesn't want his husband to quit the job and go to native place, and so she was very supportive with me in any decision. I mean, she didn't tell me that why are you quitting and why are you taking this path. She always she always told me that whatever you do with confidence. I am with you. So that encouraged me a bit to took this decision. And after my wife, uh, uh, definitely the avatar came in my life as a support system to provide this opportunity. And as I told you, it's a dream for me, for being a man after 5 years career break. Again, I am in IT industry. So there is always your family with you, and uh, if like my wife, uh, so she's uh, she's very supportive at that time.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing, Javed. We say it takes a village to raise a child. So, similarly, we need to have a lot of allies at our office, at our organizations, in our partners to make sure that people who are on a break are able to make that career comeback. So, we are almost done with our panel discussion. Just one last question that's going to be a rapid fire, just one sentence, that's all. If you have one sentence advice to people who are listening, who are on their career breaks right now, what would that be? I'm sure we have got a lot of participants who are eagerly listening to what you're saying, who will be on their career breaks, who are looking for career comebacks. If there will be that one advice, one sentence advice, what would that be? Chitra? Or anybody?
If we are able to do it, see, if we are able to do it, definitely everybody can be able to do, whoever is available in the break. So only thing is they need to take some initiative to brush up their skills, and then they should show the confidence how to crack the interviews, and how well they can manage the family parallelly. They need to focus on the work life balance as well. So
Correct.
if they are able to do everything, then I think they will be like us also. They will also be in place of us right now.
Thank you.
Everybody
Thank you,
can be coming back after the career break.
Thank you. Well done. Anjali, yours. Rapid fire. Yes.
Yeah. So, Hima, there is this line I would like to quote to the audience, which is in Hindi. Okay,
Yeah,
just
no
listen to
problem.
the words very carefully. Huh? कोमल है तू कमजोर नहीं शक्ति का नाम ही नारी है कोमल है तू कमजोर नहीं शक्ति का नाम ही नारी है जग को जीवन देने वाली जग को जीवन देने वाली तू कब किससे हारी है सो गर्ल्स बी मोटिवेटेड बी ब्लेस्ड ओके एंड स्टे कॉन्फिडेंट यू नो देयर इज नथिंग powerful than us always remember nothing any problems any situations nothing so yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Hima, for such a wonderful anchor also. I'm really glad. Yeah, seriously.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, Amita, over to you. Quick.
Try and fail, but don't fail to try. That's it.
Wonderful. Just can I ask you to repeat it once more for people?
Try and fail, but don't fail to try. Keep trying. You'll definitely get it.
Brilliant, that is. Javed, yes.
Only one word: believe. You have to believe in any situation, any conditions, that you can come rise from that situation. You just have to start your journey. Whatever fate comes in your life, it will be good.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, dear panelists, for pouring your heart out in this panel discussion, which I'm sure a lot of people have tuned into, will find extremely beneficial. And with this, we have come to the end, to the third day of Diversity Mahotsav. Thank you for joining in today. You've been a wonderful audience.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Hima.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks,
Thank
my
you.
Avatar team.
Bye.
Thank you so
Bye.
much. Bye.
We would once again like to thank our partners, our featured partners, Kellogg Brown and Root Engineering and Construction India Private Limited and Saint Gobain India Private Limited. We have another exciting day planned for Tuesday, that is tomorrow, 6th of December 2022. Upskilling and being skill ready is of importance to any professional, but it plays an even more critical role for a second career professional. So tomorrow, we have Ms. Lakshmi Jayaraman, Divisional Manager, Consulting and Solutions, Avatar, taking us through the session on skills that win, acing the second career interview. Do join us on 6th December, Tuesday, from 4 to 5 p.m. Please visit www.myavatar.com to explore various opportunities and activities that celebrate diversity. If you have not registered at myavatar.com as yet, do log on to myavatar.com and register now. Browse through to find jobs that might suit your skill set, read articles of interest, upskill yourself through various webinars conducted exclusively for you. Our social media hashtags for Diversity Mahotsav are hashtag Diversity Mahotsav 2022 and hashtag Celebrating Diversity. Do post your experience at Diversity Mahotsav on your social media handles with these hashtags. As we draw close to the day, I'm going to request you to take a couple of minutes to provide your feedback on today's session. Please bring up the feedback form. Here we have a range of questions for you, and your answers will help us understand your experience at today's session. The questions are: how would you rate today's session on a scale of 1 to 5, being the 1 being the minimum and 5 being the maximum? How would you rate the panelist? How would you rate the moderator? Is there anything else that you wish the sessions covered in today's topic? Would you like to suggest a topic that you would wish to hear from us during the Diversity Mahotsav? And what is your takeaway from today's session? While you're filling your valuable feedback, let me reiterate about the next session of Diversity Mahotsav that is coming up on Tuesday, 6th December. On Tuesday, we will feature an inspiring and insightful skill building session on acing the second career interview by Ms. Lakshmi Jayaraman, Divisional Manager, Consulting and Solutions, Avatar Group. Do join us on 6th December, Tuesday, from 4 to 5 p.m. Signing off for today, this is Hima. Take care and stay safe.